advisor, teachers, students, museum staff, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And welcome to the Natural History Museum. We are here today for the preamble of International Museum Day 2018. Museums are increasingly using technology to reach an audience outside their walls. And I, of course, a complete evangelist for new media and for institutions adapting as fast as possible to changes, new technologies, and bringing to our world the fastest technology as we can. Without further ado, I will welcome the PS for Culture, Ms. Cecile Kalebi, for her opening speech. PS Kalebi.
Special Advisor, Mr. Emmanuel Dauphin, staff members of the National Museum, teachers, counselors, students, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the Natural History Museum. We are gathered here today for the launching of Skype in the museum. This initiative falls within a series of activities being organized by the National Museum to commemorate the International Museum Day, which is commemorated annually on the 18th of May. Each year, the International Council of Museums selects a theme which highlights the role and significance of museums in our society. The theme this year is Hyper-Connected Museum, New Approaches, New Publics. The launching of Skype in the Museum program is the testimony that the National Museum is fully embracing this theme to commemorate the International Museum Day. The National Museum now joins other museums around the world by using technology to reach out to new audiences outside their walls. Skype in the Museum is a free educational program that aims to remove geographic and economic barriers to education through the innovative use of technology in a non-classroom environment. It is part of the Microsoft Educator Community program, reaching out to teachers and educators around the globe. Skype is when someone is having a spoken conversation with another person over the internet with the use of a webcam. It is a very easy face-to-face way of communicating with others. It also provides a visual aid for teachers, communicators, museum educators when teaching their students. The Skype in the Museum program to be launched here today will be used to conduct informal lessons, share presentations, make new friends, and also provide tutoring when necessary. The benefits of Skype in the museum are for students not only to learn from others, deepen their knowledge on the cultural and national heritage of their country, but to also learn on other cultures and subjects. This program will provide an avenue for our youths to socialize and to interact with others outside the classroom environment and worldwide, in other words, make new connections. I urge all students here present to make responsible use of this opportunity to connect and to learn more about their heritage, but also inform your friends and families of this opportunity. My sincere thanks goes to the National Museum team and everyone that has contributed towards organizing this interactive session. Without further ado, I now have much pleasure to officially launch the first interactive session of Skype in the museum. I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you, PS Kalebi. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Mrs. Nicole Bao to give us a brief about the Skype in the museum before we proceed to the tour.
So good morning, everyone. Actually, I was introduced with Skype in the museum in 2016, in an ICOM conference in Beijing. So Skype in the museum is new to us, new to Natural History Museum, new to museum. So actually it all started by creating a profile where you send all your photos, information about your organization to Microsoft. And actually Microsoft is the organization that works closely with us to book the appointment with all the classes, the different classes around the world. So we have to be very sure about the time difference when we are booking our virtual field trip. So the only thing we need is a very good internet connection and also a very good telephone or a tablet to be able to communicate with the classroom. So once the requests have been done by the teachers, so it is us as museum specialists to confirm our virtual field trip. So once everything has been confirmed, so we set a date, and actually the length of the virtual field trip is around 20 to 30 minutes. So what the benefit will Skype bring to the museum? The benefit is that we bring our museum out to the world. We give more visibility to our museum. We give more visibility to our country. So children out there, they know that the Coco Du Mer do exist. They know in which places in the world where they can find the Coco Du Mer. They know where the giant land tortoises exist. So we are the one feeding them the information. So the benefit will be for Seychelles, for the Natural History Museum, for our people. So in the end, it's not technology that matters. It's how passionate you are in the work that you are doing. So I'm happy to launch Skype in the museum as well. So thank you very much. And straight away, we have a class in Pakistan that are waiting for us for a virtual field trip. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bao. And thank you all for coming. I will invite you all for the tour. And don't forget, we will be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. for the continuation of our program. Thank you for coming.
So straight away we will start with the viewing of the Coco Du Mer. So actually the Coco Du Mer, it is the biggest and the heaviest seeds in the world, grows actually only in Seychelles. So in Seychelles, the Coco Du Mer grows on only two islands, on Praslin Island and on Quilles Island. That's the two islands where you will see the Coco Du Mer growing. So what you are seeing now, it's the biggest and the heaviest seeds in the world. It may weigh up to 15, 20 kilos or more than that. Have you ever seen the Coco Du Mer? No, so it's new to you. So actually, the Coco Du Mer, we have the male and the female, just like you. We have the boys and a girl. So the Coco Du Mer, we have the male and the female. So I will just move to the one that you are looking at is the female of the Coco Du Mer. I will move to the next one, which is the male of the Coco Du Mer. So what you are looking at now is the male part of the Coco Du Mer. This we call it a catkins. Normally on a catkins we have yellow flowers, and it is with the yellow flowers that the pollination takes place. Okay? For the Coco Du Mer to grow, it takes about 3 years for it to germinate. And after the germination, it is about after 1 year that it started to bear the first leaf. And after 15 years, that we will know if we become a male or a female. And after 25 years, that it started to bear the first fruits. Okay? So we also have the diorama in the museum, where we have, here we have a palm forest. Actually, that's the place where we will see the Coco Du Mer growing. So that's a replica of the actual one that we have on Praslin Island. So in the Valley du Mer, in the palm forest, everything is natural, and everything actually is being left where it is. Okay, so here you can see the palm forest. If I move next to the palm forest, we have a collection of insects. So here's a collection of insects. We have the stick, the leaf insects, the stick insects. So the leaf insects, when it is alive, it looks exactly like a leaf. And then next to it is the stick insects. So that's a collection of insects that we have on the island. So we move to an interesting one, which is the centipede and the millipede. Have you ever seen this one? No. And then we have scorpions, spiders, the crab, the palm spiders. Okay. Spiders, you have seen this one. Okay. So we move to the next one, which is the giant land tortoises. So these animals that you are looking at right now, they can live more than 100 years. And we have the male and the female. Actually, sometimes for us to see the real proof if it is a male or a female, we have to turn the tortoises upside down. So the male underneath is concave, as for the female, it is flat underneath. So actually they do eat grass, they are herbivore, and they can float as well. And we have more than 100,000 of them in the Seychelles. Wow. Wow. So we also have a box in the museum where we can see the different, kind of birds that are endemic on the island. These are only pictures, but if I press the button, it gives us the sound of those birds. Also endemic on the island. That's the scope owl. They live on the mountainous area. We have the wedge-tailed shearwater, which is a seabird. Then down we have yes, it's a seabird. Actually, it can go out at sea to fish. And then we have the white-tailed tropic birds. We also have another one which we have a red tail. This one it is found only on Aldabra. We have here is again the white-tailed tropic bird. In Creole we call it paillon-pic. Paillon-pic. Okay. We also have the mountain mist forest. It's a mountain mist forest where we can see up on the mountain how it looks like. We have the bulbul. We have one of the endemic plants growing on the rock. The one growing on the rock. It is endemic to the Seychelles. Actually, we found only 2 islands on Mahé and on Silhouette, and it is a carnivorous plant because actually they feed on insects. Okay. So we will move to the marine section. The marine section, we have a small collection of corals. So corals, they are animals. They are the microscopic animals, which we call them the polyps. They do get their names according to the shape they look like. We have the brain coral, potato coral, fan corals. And corals, they are very, very fragile. Actually, they take 2.5 centimeters for it to grow per year. We have seen the giant land tortoises. We also have the sea turtle. We have the sea turtle. This one, they stay in the sea. We have the hawksbill and the green turtle. Okay. Actually, it is only the female that will come back on the beach to lay their eggs. And they have a lot of predators like crabs, like birds, even us humans sometimes. We kill the sea turtle, but it is protected on the island. It is against the law for people to kill them. But also on the island, people, they eat it. Eh? Yes, it is human actually that are predators to the animals that we have. This one is a hawksbill, eh? And this one, they stay in the water. Okay. So have crabs. We're nearly coming to the end of our tour. That's crab. We have the coral crabs. We have the coral crabs, and down we have the giant land crabs. So this one, have you ever seen this one? This one is the 11 spotted crab. It is considered to be toxic. And further down we have the shamefaced crab. We call it cacasai in Creole. We even have lobsters. Yes, lobsters. So on this side we have the upper jaw of a sperm whale. So you have your jaw, eh? We have jaw, everybody have jaw. So this one is for the sperm whale. And then we have for the dolphin. For the dolphin. So last but not least, we will see the diorama of the coral reef. So it's a coral reef. Like a coral reef which is under threat. You can see the different kinds of fishes. Different kind of fishes. We also have what you can see here is the crown of thorn starfish. Actually, it is a threat to the corals. They do eat the coral. And then we have some dangerous fishes as well, like the stonefish. The stonefish is not easy to recognize it among the corals because it looks exactly like the coral. So, do you have any questions? Sure? Ask? Do you have any question to ask me? Actually, in Seychelles we have two national museums. We have this one, which is the Natural History Museum, and then the History Museum, which will open very soon. I can say two museums. Any more questions? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we do have. Yes. But Pakistan also is a beautiful country. You're welcome, you're welcome. So thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So bye-bye and have a nice day. Bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bravo.